Hi Noah, this is Coach Smart from ABC Baseball Camps. I'm here to do your video evaluation for your hitting. So let's get you going. I'm going to watch you take a swing here. Okay. So let's talk about your setup, Noah. Okay. Let's see what you do here. Okay. So Noah, if I was your coach or your hitting instructor, I would have you start with a little wider base. You're kind of narrow. And what happens is when kids have a narrow a setup, they end up taking too big a stride. And I think your stride's a little bit too big. So I would start a little wider, okay, and then take a shorter stride. Maybe even just lift your foot up and put it back down. Okay? Understand why we stride, Noah. We stride to get on time with a pitcher. Okay, that's the only reason why we stride. We don't stride to get more power or anything else. Stride is all about getting on time with a pitcher. When he strides, when he is at a certain point in his windup, we take our stride, and that gets us on time with the baseball. So make sure you understand that part of it. Okay, so let's go through and look at your bat plane, the route you take with your barrel route. Okay. Oh, bad pitch. Bad pitch. Okay, let's go back a little bit here. Get rid of that line there. Okay. Okay, Noah, so not too bad a job. I would like to see, from my standpoint, I'd like to see your hands, your top hand of your bat, about equal with the ear hole of your helmet. Excuse me. Okay? Because what happens is that you want to drop so down so far that you're coming off plane so bad. Okay? Let's get you to the point of contact here and stop you. Okay, let's talk about the good stuff here. Okay, I really like what you do with your backside. This is like textbook. That is really good. You got a little bit of bend in your other leg, which is also very good. So those are real good things there, okay? Now let's talk about some things that aren't so good. One is your front foot. The angle of your front foot, it's open. And we want it to be closed. Okay? We want your front foot to remain the same way it was at address when you first stepped in the batter's box. Both feet pointing the same way. Because what we're trying to do, Noah, is trying to drive your back knee to the inside of your front leg. Taking this knee and drive it down to the inside of your front foot right there. Okay? When we do that, when we drive that knee down there, we're creating resistance. Okay? Between your backside and your front side. And that's where your power comes from. When we create resistance, that energy goes up through your body into your hands and creates more bat speed. Okay, so it's important that we take that back knee and drive it like you are there, but we have to drive it against something. And in a perfect world, that something is a closed, firm front foot and not an open one like you have right there. So what you've done is taken the energy there from your backside and you kind of waste it away. Kind of throw it out the bathroom window, so to speak, because you don't have your front foot closed. Okay? Other parts of the contact point, your head's in a pretty good position there. This arm, we gotta make sure this arm here isn't going to have too much bend to it. It's supposed to be straight at contact. Okay? And this arm, I can't see it because of the angle we're at. It looks pretty good. We're supposed to have what we call a power L, like that. Okay, we don't want it straight because then we've already delivered the blow to the baseball. We want to deliver that blow at contact, right? So then I notice when we go through with this now, you make contact, okay, and your weight's on your back side, which is supposed to be, but by now we should start transferring that weight to the front side, and you just keep pushing backwards, Noah. Okay, and buddy, let me tell you, you have a good enough swing to have some real good big time power for your age, but you're getting robbed because you're leaning back so far. Okay, the angle of your body is like this when it should be like that. Okay, you got to get your chest over your front leg a little bit. You'll see some guys in the big leagues, Noah, that when they take their stride and their swing, their back foot comes off the ground because they're pushing so hard forward to get into the baseball that their back foot comes off the ground. And your back foot stays there, and you have what we call a dead backside. So how do I fix that? Okay, one way is to, when you take your swings off the tee, is to actually push so hard that your front foot comes off the ground when you're doing your tee work. You want to drive into that front side so hard that your back foot comes off the ground just after contact. That'll give you a feel for what you're trying to do. Okay? The other thing where you're at contact, buddy, that's not so good is that, okay, the ball's just about to hit your bat, and your chest and your belly button is facing straight out towards the pitcher. Okay? And that's great on balls that are pitched on the inner half or right down the middle, okay, that everybody hits. But where it's going to hurt you, bud, is when the ball's pitched in the outside half of the plate. Okay? Where you should be at contact is right about there, or even there would be a fantastic place for you to be at contact. But you keep rotating and rotating and rotating, where the only ball you're going to hit from a pitcher as you get older is going to be a ball on the inside half, and that's no good. We got to get you to be a hitter that hits the balls and be a complete hitter. A complete hitter is a guy that hits the ball where it's pitched. He takes balls in the outside half and he drives it, over the second baseman's head into right field. He takes balls in the middle and he sends missiles and laser beams over the pitcher's head into center field. And then, of course, in the inside half, he hits them over the third baseman's head. But we have to be able to handle all parts of the strike zone. And with as much as you rotate right now, that's going to be difficult. So here's a real good drill for you to get used to just using your hands to hit with, Noah. Okay, it's called the dead legs drill. I want you to widen out your stance as far as you can almost where it's uncomfortable, and then take swings off the tee or off a soft toss without rotating your hips or your shoulders and just using your hands. Now you won't be able to hit the ball as far as you normally do, but you'll get a feel for what it's like to use your hands to hit with. When I go out and scout for the University of Washington or for Seattle University here up in the Seattle area, I don't go to look for kids with good hips or good shoulders. I'm looking for kids with good hands that can move that barrel with their hands and stay square to home plate. Because when you get to the next level, you get to high school, the pitchers are going to get a lot better. Okay, buddy. I hope this helps you, bud, and we'll see you at the next ABC baseball camp.